Yaz, it's Yaz and welcome back to my channel. If you are new to my channel, my name is Yasmin. I am a 4th term nursing student. Welcome. Go ahead and subscribe and join the crew. So today I wanted to do a working while in nursing school video. Lots of you guys request for me to do this video. I do have a video on my channel already of working while in nursing school. However, it was when I first started nursing school, so I was probably working for excuse me. So I was probably working for about, not working, but in school and working for about 3 months. So it was a bit, I don't know, it wasn't as elaborate as it could have been because, like I said, I was new to nursing school. The classes were less tedious, the hours were different. So yeah, I figured I'd do an updated version for you guys and give you guys a bit more insight about working while in nursing school, what I think about it, do I suggest it, and what kind of jobs I suggest to do while working in nursing school. So without further ado, I'll get right into it. So if you are new to my channel, I do work while I'm in nursing school. I've been working since I started nursing school. And yeah, so that's what I've been doing. So with that being said, typically I work weekends because I was commuting back home. When I first moved over to the area where my school was at, I couldn't find a job. I could not find a job. Nothing was giving for me. So I had to commute an hour away to work. Now, I wasn't commuting that hour and then coming back here. No, I was commuting over there and staying at family's house, you know, for the weekend because my family lives over there. So I would do that, and you know, it works. Working on the weekend was fine with me. It didn't get in the way of my schoolwork. Now, here and there, like if I had an exam coming up, I would take off and get those so I can get that weekend to study or whatever the case may be. But with that being said, you have to find a job that's flexible enough to allow you to do that. So if you guys follow me on Instagram, you would know that I was a server. I still do serve now, but I was a server, I was a waitress. So it is pretty flexible. I was with them for about a year and some change. So when it was time for me to go to nursing school, they knew my work ethic. They knew I was always there, and they allowed me to basically make my own schedule. I worked mornings, on the weekends, and I had the rest of the day to study and to myself. So with that being said, getting good with your employer, make sure you're a good employer, because when it's time to start nursing school, girl, you're gonna want them to be, you know, want to look out for you. So there's many reasons why people work while in nursing school. Some people just like having extra money in their pockets, and some people have kids and bills that they have to pay. So when it comes to working while in nursing school, if I suggest it, honestly, no. School is full-time. It's like a full-time job. When you're not at school, you have to work on school, especially with nursing school. So, you know, if I had the luxury to not work, maybe I wouldn't, but I'm very, very like one of those people who have to be doing things, and I like having my own money. So that's like, I'm not gonna stop working. Lord's willing, I make it through, you know, with some coins in my pocket, okay? Because even now, while in nursing school, you're gonna have to cut back your workload tremendously. So you're probably gonna be on a budget regardless. Like me right now, I'm on a budget. Treat yourself every day is like treat yourself every month, all right? So, and if y'all are nursing students that are in my predicament, you know what I mean, okay? So definitely, you know, it would be ideal to not work while you're in nursing school, so you can focus all your attention on nursing school. Now, many people ask me if I work as a CNA. No, I do not. The only CNA work that I've ever done was work at home or work during clinicals. And I did get a job at a facility, and it would have been a resident assistant, so basically kind of like a CNA, but not really. And the hours were just going to be crazy long. I have classmates who are CNAs, and definitely think it's awesome that, you know, you get those hands-on experience, you get to learn. And so when you're in class and you're learning lessons and stuff, it kind of connects. You actually seen it hands-on. However, me personally, do not bash me, CNAs do not come for me. Me personally, I get semi-experience when I am at clinical, and when I start working, I will get experience, because either way, you want to have a fresh start when you go into school. You're gonna feel dumb, you feel like you don't know anything, so I'm fine with that, you know. And my biggest issue was that I would have to work those long hours, and the pay, you know, it will get you by. If that's fine, I'm not bashing anyone who's a CNA. I think it's awesome. If it works for you, it works for you. But for me personally, the shifts that I would have to work would be like, I would have to be there by like 5:50 in the morning and then work until about 3 in the afternoon or something along those lines. And after so many weekends, that would get to me. And if I didn't want to do that shift, then I would have to do the 2 to 10 shift, which doesn't work because I'm in school, or I would have to do the 10 to 2 a.m. in the morning, and that wouldn't have worked too. And a lot of shifts in facilities like that are 8 to 12 hour shifts, so it would be all your day. Now with me, I am a waitress, like I mentioned before. Y'all, it's storming outside, but bear with me. I am a waitress, so waitressing shifts are usually no longer than like 4 hours, because you're serving, you make, you know, minimum wage for serving, which is like $5, but you are getting tipped if you're a good server. You know, you'll come home with money every day, and that's what I like. That's what I'm used to, is you know, going to work and then seeing physical money when I leave, because I have bills that come up here and there, and I can go into work for 2 hours and make as much money, like 2 hours for a couple days, and I can make as much money as I would a check for 1 week, not even for a bi-weekly check. And I'm not bragging, I'm not saying anything like that, because not all good days are good when you're a server, because some days can be a complete flop. You will come home with no money. So yes, that's just what I did. That's what I'm used to, because I did have serving experience. I weighed out my options because I really did want to get my foot in the door and, you know, get a little bit more experience. But when I sat back and thought about my situation, I had to be smart, and I knew that I didn't want to bite off more than I can handle just so I could be a CNA and be in that position and start learning things. Because just because a lot of people are doing it don't mean you got to do it. And that's how I am, and I want to do it for myself. But in reality, I could have taken that job and I would be miserable after so many weekends, because I wake up early for school. Who wants to wake up Friday, Saturday, Sunday earlier than what you wake up for school? And then it would have been, it's just a lot, you know. So I have my reasons, but I do suggest that if you find a position that the shifts work for your schedule, definitely get in there. And, you know, you could get possible job openings when you finish school. You'll learn hands-on. I definitely suggest doing it. But for the job that I was offered and for what I'm used to, I prefer to go with the restaurant. So I do work at a restaurant, and I typically work about 3 to 4 days a week, which do sound like a lot, but like I said, the shifts are really short. So you just want to get a job that's flexible and that can work with you. When I got hired for that job, I let them know my availability. I let them know what my deal was, and that I'm in nursing school, and that I'll be there any day that I, you know, that I get scheduled, that I agreed to. But if not, don't, you know, don't really kind of, don't expect me. Like, I don't want to say it like that, but like, don't expect me to come in when you guys need to be, because if I'm not there already, it's because I cannot be there, because school, like I said, is so demanding. So definitely find you a job that works for you. CNA may work for you, or another job works for you. I know I had spoke to a nurse. He's a working nurse now. I can't think of his name right now, or I would like say it, but he's a nurse. And I spoke to him on Instagram because we were kind of talking about like working while in nursing school. And he worked as a, what was it? Like a phone company. You know, he got paid like $13, $14 an hour, which is crazy good to be answering phones all day. And that worked for him. And, you know, he's a nurse now. He's been a nurse for a couple years. And he said, you know, he's fine. He's gotten into it. And, you know, that's what it is. Because you don't have to be a CNA. You don't have to work as a CNA while you're in nursing school. You don't have to do that. You just need to do whatever fits you and whatever pays your bills, okay? So that's what I very suggest, is that, like I said, he worked as a telephone operator. I work as a server. I know I have multiple friends who are in nursing school who work as CNAs, and it works for them. So it's all about what floats your boat. But when it comes to working while in nursing school, like aside from all that stuff, aside from what you do, what you work, is understand what you can handle. Don't bite off more than what you can chew. start easy. Like if you're in nursing school, start with just working weekends. Speak to your managers about how you want to work weekends, and then maybe as the term progresses, you'll be like, okay, I can pick up a shift here, or I can work this day. Like it works with your schedule. Don't bite off more than what you can do, because nursing school is a job within itself. Like I feel like I need to be getting paid to be going to this school. Like, okay, I pay you guys my money, but can y'all just throw me a couple dollars this way too, because it's hard. It's really hard out here. I'm trying to tell y'all, like, it's a struggle. And I'm not trying to say that working while in nursing school is a walk in the park, because it's not. It's all about the person. Like I literally know people who still work their you know, their 30 hours a week at a job and still manage to get through nursing school. It's just about the person. It's just about what you can handle, and it's just about what your circumstances are. Because if you got bills to pay and children to feed, you can't just stop working, you know. And I feel for all those guys. I know I have so many of you guys who have children, who comment down below talking about how you work, how you go to school. My hat goes off to you, because I know children are a job within itself, let alone another job to provide for those children. I definitely, my cap goes off to you. You guys are so strong and deserve every bit of happiness and fulfillment from your nursing journey. So yeah, so it just depends on the person. And people who don't work while in nursing school, no, I'm not bashing you guys. I honestly think it's great that you guys can not work while in nursing school, because you can focus, you can have more time for yourself. Because with me working while in nursing school, it's either I'm at work or I'm at school, or I'm at school or I'm at work. Where's time for Yaz, you know? My time for Yaz is in between classes or at the ends of the nights when I'm home and I'm able to chill. I'm able to start my diffuser, get some smells going in here. That's, you know, how I keep myself sane. But without working, like if you don't work, then you have time to study, and then when you're done studying for the day, you can clock out and just chillax. You can, you know, do things on the weekend here and there. Like I feel like working while in nursing school does add to the whole you don't have time for yourself, because in general, being in nursing school, you don't have time for yourself. So working while in nursing school, you really don't have time for yourself. So in conclusion of this video, find you a job that's flexible. Don't bite off more than what you can chew, and every path is different. So don't compare yourself to nobody else, or compare yourself to what Silly Bob could do and Nancy Drew can do, because every person's different. Now that's it for this video. I hope you guys found it very helpful. I have been working while in nursing school up to this far, so I kind of have a little insight on it or whatever. You guys also asked me about tips about how I save money, how I do this, da da da. So if you guys have any specific questions, definitely message me on Instagram or comment down below, because I will do those videos. Because you know, your girls be running out of ideas, so I'm all about you guys, you know. Like I do these videos for you guys to help other people who want to be nurses, who don't have that much insight, who don't have a big sister, or someone who just likes to watch nursing videos because they help. So definitely I'll make whatever you guys want to see. So definitely contact me or comment down below, and I'll do those for you guys. So like I say in every single video, if you got to this part in the video, girl, what are you doing? Or boo, or boy, because I know I've had 2 boys come for me saying how I always say girl. I'm sorry, I say girl in my regular daily sentences. So what are you doing, boo? Subscribe, hit that bell for notifications, join the crew, because you know we deep over here, okay? So definitely join the crew, and I will see you all in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.